Hi, everybody. Happy 2026. I hope everybody is feeling energized for the new year. And if you're not, hey, welcome to that too. I just wanted to stop on here today and talk a little bit about life over 50, life close to 60, and this new time in my life where it just feels so different. Because I'm really thinking about, if I die at 80, I have 20 years. And I know how fast 20 years goes by. If I live to 90, which is great, that's 30 years. But if I look at it as my body's aging, my mind is aging, how many productive, and we shouldn't measure our worth on productivity, but how many years do I have where I can just really think, where I can go out there and be active? Really, how many years? And I want them as long as possible. But I'm starting to think, how do I want this kind of like over midlife hump to look like? And I'm looking back a lot of my past and reflecting on the lessons I've learned. As a 58-year-old woman, I have a list a mile, maybe 20 miles long, of the lessons that I've learned over the course of my life. But I really took some time to reflect on the lessons that I learned in 2025 with the intention of how can I carry those forward? And I'm going to share those with you. The first lesson is one that I have really thought about over the last few years, is that I need a daily spiritual practice to keep me grounded and balanced. Because if I don't, my mind starts playing tricks on me. I trigger, I get angry, I get resentful, I get like just these wild stories are created in my mind because I have a very creative imagination when it comes to life. So I'm like, I need something to be like, to keep me in the here and now. I need something to keep me centered and keep my heart open and be focused on love and kindness and joy and everything like that. And it needs to be, for me, that is a spiritual practice. It's mindful meditation. It's doing my yoga practice in the morning. I look forward to it. I love it. I just kind of neglected this practice for a while. And I really realized that after a while, I start to get a little like reverting back to old behavior patterns and old ways of thinking. And it's just not healthy for me. And I don't want to be that way. I want to be a kind, loving soul in this life. So that's the first one. The second lesson is the story I tell is guiding my life, and that story that I tell is either blocking me, it's keeping me in a negative mindset if the story is negative, or if it's positive and uplifting, and it will carry me forward in that direction as well. So it is the intention of choosing an empowered story, a story that is not complaining. Let me that way. It's like not complaining, looking at the brighter side of it. Everything works out for me. This happened for a reason and it's going to be amazing. So don't complain about it. Don't get pissed off about it. So just really to center and anchor myself on empowered stories. I used to do this all the time. My mind would start going towards the negative and I'd start complaining and seeing the dark side of things. If I can catch that right away and go, oh yeah, and then flip my thinking. I just see things in a better light, because complaining about stuff and being negative, it just draws more of that into your life. So really just being more positive and switching up my story. And then the third lesson is I don't have to fight or resist life circumstances. I have 3 choices. I can accept them, I can change them, or I can move on. So those are the 3 choices that I have. I don't fight, I don't resist. It is what it is. I can accept it. If I have any ounce of trying to change it, I can change it if I want to put my energy there. Or if it's beyond my control, I don't even have to worry about it. I just move on and walk away. So there's my choices. It's as simple as that. I get caught up in these, like if something's not going how I think it should be going, and I get mad, and I'm like, and it shouldn't be that way, and I go on and on and on, and I start spinning out of control, and it gets me very upset. Why do I do that to myself? So, again, the 3 choices. And I'm going to carry these intentions and these reminders with me one day at a time. That's all that it's about in 2026. It's just taking one day at a time. My health, my wealth, my mindset, my spiritual practice, the way I dress, the way I talk, the way I eat, the way I sleep is one day at a time. That's kind of like a 4th lesson, but so that's what I wanted to come on and talk to you about today, about this chapter. And are you over 55 and at 60 and maybe a little bit over 60? Because I am looking for women that are in that age group, that are out there living outside the box. Because so many people my age, I hear them saying, I'm retiring. I'm getting ready for retirement. The big question people ask me, oh, are you retired yet? I'm like, no, I'll probably be working till I'm freaking 80 years old. So what do I want to do that I love doing, that I can keep on doing till I'm 80? So that's what I'm searching for. And I really started off this channel here on YouTube, The Heartful Way Reiki. It was my Reiki business. I so wanted to share, and I still do, my Reiki practice, my spiritual practice, the things that help me stay grounded. But how I'm looking at them now, I don't want to do it necessarily as like a Reiki business, a yoga business, where that was, I felt, or coaching. That was all my intention years ago. What I want to do on this channel is share my journey, because in sharing my journey, maybe somebody else is like looking for the same thing, or maybe someone else is looking for that strength and that confidence, or like, oh yeah, she's someone else is going through that too. I totally feel that way. So I want to sprinkle my life wisdom here, my life lessons. I want to show you what I'm going through, what I'm trying, what's not working out, and what is. So thank you for being here. Thanks for being along for the ride. And I'd love to hear what you're going through, questions that you might have, or just any advice that you have for me. I'd love to hear your wisdom too. Thanks for tuning in, everybody.